Everyone, this is Friday. I hope you had an amazing week. And here we are with our Friday Lives. Today we have some exciting things going on, such as the giveaway that we're going to be doing. We're going to be having a look at some of the plants that we have in the Bud Cups that, as you know, we're crowdfunding right now on Indiegogo. And then we're going to actually have a look at some of the plants that I have flowering right now that are almost finished, because I want to finish my plants all before Christmas so that I can go off on a break without having to worry about any self-watering at all. January, we're going to be picking it all up with brand new seeds in the Bud Cups. So today, I also think we're going to be doing some Q&A at about 4:20, and then we're going to open it up to see what everybody is up to for the weekend.
Awesome, H. We are live on YouTube right now. I'm having
Excellent.
a little trouble getting onto Instagram Live, though. So this has not happened before. So bear with us, folks. We're definitely new to YouTube, but we're going to be spending a lot of effort there. So.
Apparently YouTube is being better to us today than Instagram is.
Yeah, I'm getting to 3, 2, 1 on the live, and then it's just not going.
And then it just stops, eh?
Yeah.
Have you tried closing the app and then reloading it again?
Yeah, let me try
And are you
that.
connected to the Wi-Fi?
I'm extended to the extended one. Is the extended on or no?
Yeah, the extended one is about the same distance right now.
Okay, I'm going to try the regular donkey punch.
And then that should be able to work. Do we have some followers on YouTube there?
Yeah, we got 3 people watching, guys.
Awesome.
So if you haven't seen our ones on Instagram, H does live training sometimes on Instagram. We also answer questions about your grow. If you're having any problems with pests or anything like that, you probably might not be aware that H is a graduate from Niagara College. So he's got a wealth of knowledge about growing, not just the training side of things. So we're happy to answer some questions. I'm going to give Instagram Live another try right now.
Perfect. And you can show those guys the Instagram Live going there just so they know that.
Yeah.
This is what we usually refer to right here.
Yeah, actually,
Curtis
I can
is right
stack
behind
it.
you there. He'll come here and you'll see him.
All right, we are now live on Instagram as well.
All right, excellent. Welcome,
Finally.
everyone. We're going to do the whole welcome again. Well, this is Friday. I hope you had a great week. This is another one of BudTrainer's Friday Lives. Today we're super excited because we're doing a Bud Cups giveaway. And we're also going to be having a look at the plants that we have in the Bud Cups. I actually transplanted some of the veggies from the Bud Cups into the Bud Pots that are doing super well. We're going to have a look at some of the flowering plants that I have just about to finish within the next 2 weeks so that I can go away to Christmas without having to worry about any self-watering plants, and so that we can start over again in January with brand new seeds. We're then going to hop onto some Q&A, and we're going to end up with whatever you guys are up to on the weekend and any other questions that you might have.
Awesome. Grass-fed kettlebells says, "What's up, fellas?" We are just finishing up our week here with one of our favorite activities, and that's live with you guys.
That's it.
So H, I put out a quick reminder earlier today on Instagram that if you haven't done it yet, go over to the giveaway post for the free Bud Cup set. You're going to get a 4-pack when they're delivered in April. So it's super simple. Just comment your favorite feature of the Bud Cups on that post, and then share your favorite Bud Cups reel or post to your story with the link to the Indiegogo campaign as well. I actually put a little screen recording video of how to add a link for those of you who haven't done it before. It is one of just the little stickers on your stories there. For those of you on YouTube, jump over to Instagram if you have it, and you can get in there, and we will do that draw, say around 420-ish.
Sure, yeah, let's do the draw around 420.
Yeah, that sounds like a good number, right?
Yeah.
So, chat, we don't have any scheduled guests right now, so if you guys have any questions, we would love to hear them. H, you want to show us how your Bud Cups are doing in the meantime?
So let's have a look at the Bud Cups. For those of you guys who don't know, we have the Bud Cups going on Indiegogo. They're available for pre-order because they're right now crowdfunding. So we have here a cannabis plant. This one here is about 2 to 3 weeks old. It's going to be time to transplant this one in about a week. This here is a cauliflower plant, which is getting bigger and bigger inside of these Bud Cups. We're going to have a look at the roots on that one. This pepper plant here started getting a little too late. It did put a few flowers out. As you can see, the leaves are yellowing, though. I think that the nutrients are not there anymore. We have to probably start feeding it a little bit more. But then we have another cannabis plant here, which is a week behind this other one, but they're both doing great.
Awesome.
And what we're going to do here is we're going to have a look at these roots. This is the best part about the Bud Cups, is that before it's time to transplant, you can have a look at your roots to see how they're doing without hurting them, right? Because with the red solo cups that we're used to, if you want to have a look at your roots, what you have to do is you have to massage the sides, you have to massage the bottom, you have to flip it upside down, put your hand like that, and that in itself causes a lot of stress to the roots. However, with the bud cups, because we have a loose bottom, all you have to do is put your finger in there and push it up. There we go. We can have a look at our roots, Kurt. Actually, maybe
Stacy Smoke says the concept is dope. So dope.
Thank you.
We
Yeah.
can actually see pretty
Actually,
well
yeah, let
from
me
there,
come
but
here.
if you want to come
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
that would be
so,
great too.
Let me know if I got the distance here. There's very few roots on this one, but you can already start to see them pop up here. Oh, look at that one coming right from the top. So this here tells us we could start transplanting this already. However, I like to wait until there's a few more roots, such as, I hope this one here is going to be there, such as this one here. So as we can see, there's more roots to it. Well, that's the bud hugger there. But this one is already more prepared because if I were to pick it up from the stem, look at that. It's holding itself up, right? Whereas that one over there, I wouldn't be so confident to pick it up at the stem. I would be afraid to break it at this stage. This is a good little test that I like to do here. And this plant is going to be ready for transplant. Maybe we're actually going to do it this weekend. Now here's what's exciting. When your cannabis plant grows even further than that, or whatever other plant you have, then the roots, they start getting really, really serious. Look at this pepper plant here that's been growing for almost 2 months in the bud cups already. Now
Wow.
check out those roots.
That's some serious webbing.
That is a lot of roots there. Of course, we can pick it up right from here. But the best part is, look at the bottom here. There's no root bounding at the bottom of this bud cup. Everything is nice and loose as we just pulled it up there, which means it's perfect for transplanting. Because the moment you do transplant, all of these roots are going to shoot outward and fill up that entire pot that you transplant them into. And if anybody's curious, this is what a cauliflower set of roots looks like right here. So they're very thin, almost like very hair-like, and they have lots of little strands. It's very, very thin. Let's pick it up by the stem here. We can have a look.
Just
at
bring
the
it
bottom.
down just a little bit.
Well,
Yeah,
there we
perfect.
go. We can have a look at those. So that's the whole thing about the bud cups here, guys. This little bottom here sometimes gets stuck. All you have to do is just pull it off. There we go. No root bound at the bottom. They're super healthy, ready for transplant, and we're just pushing these here as far as they can go before we put them onto the final plot.
Stacy Smokes, wow, those roots, and they are not even root bound. Love this. Thank you very much for the comment. Shark is in the house. What up, H? Those roots are coming in nice and thick
Right.
with 2 Ks.
That's right.
Not the 2 Cs, the 2 Ks. I don't even know what the
That's it.
scale is. Is that thicker
you
than
can
2
actually-
Cs or no?
We can take this little bud hugger out of here. And actually, there's something pretty cool that we haven't really shown much yet that you can do with the bud cups. And this is if you want to start training your plant on the bud cups. Now, we actually tested a prototype that had holes on the sides so that you could use your bud huggers on those holes. But that didn't work out well because the soil kept falling out every time you went to check your roots. So we got rid of the holes, but instead, what you can do that works really, really well is to basically get a piece of your bud huggers. It has to be long enough. Let's get one of these here. And then you can get other pieces. So first of all, you're going to use the first piece to tie it around the rim of your bud cup. And you have to go not too tight, leave a little gap so that you can put more bud huggers around. So first of all, you create this little belt here, okay? And then you push the belt all the way up. It's going to stop somewhere. And also because there's a little lip edge here that is going to stop it if it doesn't. Then, let's say you topped your plant already and it has a few branches going off to the sides. You can come here, you can tie other bud huggers to that one.
Might actually work better on the cauliflower right now if you wanted to show the functionality.
Oh, the functionality, yeah, you're right. Or maybe the pepper plant here. Let's do the pepper plant. So let's just switch. You got that little ringlet over there. Just put it under like this. We have a couple of bud huggers here. We're going to tie some branches down on this pepper plant. So let me stick this under here.
If you guys are into bonsai training, this would be a really cool way to start too. I know a lot of the more fancy craft growers are doing more artistic style, not necessarily just to get bigger yields.
So there we go. I'm training leaves really because there's not many branches to train, but you can see the idea there where you can use them to train your plants from the bud cups themselves. And then when you transplant, you just have to make sure to remove those bud huggers so that your plant doesn't get all ripped. But that's kind of like the idea there that you guys can do with your own bud huggers or garden ties that you have on the bud cups.
For those of you just joining, we are going to do the giveaway for the free set of bud cups at 420. So make sure you go to that post from last weekend before 420. Comment your favorite feature of the bud cups. Share one of your favorite bud cups reels or posts. And then add a link to our Indiegogo. We'll be selecting the winner in about 10 minutes. So you got a little bit of time to get there. For those of you in the chat who already pre-ordered yours, thank you so much. We just hit 35% of our goal today, and we're gonna keep going through December. And do you want to kind of announce the deposit thing yet, or no?
Well, actually, before that, we wanted to ask you guys something. What you think about next year during the spring season? I don't know if you've ever seen, but they have these red solo cup competitions where people grow an entire plant in a single red solo cup. Well, we want to do the bud cups competition where people are going to grow a cannabis plant in their bud cups all throughout the summer outdoors, and then we're going to have a $500 prize for whoever grows the best trained and put together plant that we can have. We're going to have, of course, more specific rules so that you can get to that. We are just coming up with this idea right
Anthony
now.
already said he's in, so we don't even need to think about it. He's in.
That's all we need. Anthony's in. Anybody else? Like, what do you guys think? Would you be keen to participate on something like this?
Captain Chronic says, sounds like fun.
That's it.
That would be cool from Cannabis Cultivator.
All right, awesome.
We had a quick question about the trays there, H. Are they included with your bud
these
cups?
trays here, these are just prototypes, by the way, guys. I actually got distracted. We weren't really showing these, but since you're here and since you guys are the closest people to us, we'll tell you anyways. These are just little prototypes. We're going to be making these trays if we got $50,000 plus of funding right away. However, they will be coming out probably next year at around the same time, and we're going to be making these trays, and also, and this is just for you guys to keep a secret, we're going to be coming up with a dome. This is also part of the patent here that we came up with. We're going to be coming up with a dome that you can do your clones in. So the dome is going to snap on this edge that you have here. It's going to be about this height, the same height as the cup really. Just imagine a transparent version of this on the top with a hole at the top so that you can do your clones and so you can do your seedlings until they reach that, and you can remove that dome and then let them grow. So it's a lot of people ask us about the clones. We let some people know, and since you guys are here, that's what we're going to be doing next year as well. Just one step at a time.
Awesome. Got lots of support in the chat.
Awesome.
Lots of excitement, guys. Again, this is something that we've kind of jumped into with a lot of risk, and we jumped into it at this time so we could deliver it by indoor season next year, and I think we're tracking that way. So this could be a super fun way to kind of compete, but in a way where everybody wins, because at the end of the day, you're going to get to harvest a beautiful cannabis plant out of a bud cup, and that's win-win-win for everybody who's involved. We got some indoor growers that are excited to use it. We've got some people who may not quite be in a legal state or district yet saying that they wish they could, but their neighbors would complain. Totally understand that. Even though I'm in Ontario, I've got a young family beside me and an older retired gentleman to the other side, so I actually just stick with the indoor grows just out of courtesy for them. But do whatever your situation will allow it to. Obviously, we don't encourage any illegal activities, but maybe moving is something that you should consider.
Right. Well, now we have so many states legalizing in the U.S. as well. Ohio was just the last one, and I feel like there's going to be one after another. In 2024, I bet you another 3, 4, or 5 states are going to legalize again, and then we're just closer to federal legalization, which is that future that we can't wait for.
Yeah, we have a comment on YouTube here from Jason Roach. Fantastic product. I would love to see this on display in the first cannabis cup in Trinidad and Tobago.
Is there a cannabis cup there?
It sounds like he's suggesting that there's going to be the first one there. Is it legal there yet, H? Are they one of the more...
Question. Is it like...
Yeah, Jason, if you could send us some more information on that,
yeah, please do.
we would love to look into it. Yeah.
We're always open to new ideas. That's for sure.
Captain.
So, all right, guys, I just did a little LSD there with the Bud Cups, as you can see in the Bud Huggers. So for anybody who would like to get their plant started early, you definitely can. As you can see here, I just wrapped Bud Huggers around the top rim. There is a little lip edge over here that stops them from coming all the way up. And then you just have to really get Bud Huggers under them as if you're using them as a belt, and then put it right on your plant like that. You could also wait until it's older, top it, let those branches grow off to the sides, and then train it like this before you transplant. However, I know that this is a little bit for the crazy ones about the plant training like we are. You really don't have to do this. You can wait until you transplant.
Cannabis Cultivator says, would it be easier to twist a loop on each side and have tie down loops? You could do that with Bud Huggers for sure, like have little loops on the side. But
here?
yeah, maybe with an extra wrap.
Oh,
I mean,
yes,
you can try a whole bunch of different things with the Bud
Yeah.
Huggers. The awesome part is they're reusable and they hold their shape really well. So if you
That's
try
right.
something and it doesn't work, it's not like you've wasted your Bud Huggers. You can still repurpose.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. Has anybody been following along with our friends in Vegas? It looks like Troy, Basement Joe, 420 Things Grow. They're all having the time of their lives down there.
I can see she's down there as well.
Yeah, exactly. We got Anthony in the live here. I'm wondering if he's willing to come on and chat with us. If you are, send us a request to join up. You were a great guest during your grow, and we'd love to debrief that with you. If anybody else has questions, fire them at us.
Yeah.
And we got 4 minutes to go on the giveaway here. 420 Things Grow in the Instagram viewers as well. He's in Vegas. Hopefully he wants to join up as well.
Yeah,
Anthony's
things are
coming
fun
in.
Vegas.
Afternoon, everybody, he says. So he's still up and standing. He was at the poker tables late last night, is what he told me, and made me even more jealous. So we're getting Anthony in here as soon as that works. Anthony, how's it going, brother?
You want to flip Anthony?
Yeah, I'm gonna flip everything around. 1 second here, buddy. Let me see how I do this. I'll just go like this.
All right.
All right, Anthony, how's it going, man?
All right, I'm doing good. Harvested everything. See if I can get a shot in this canatrol. The stuff I had to chop down early came out real good.
Nice.
Oh, you got a pro setup there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Beautiful.
I'm on about day 9 of drying here in the canatrol, and good you can see this stuff.
Wicked. Are you? Did you do a bit of?
Uh-oh. We
Uh-oh.
lost him. No, Anthony, we lost you, bro.
Uh-oh. I hope that they didn't lose us.
No, I think
Oh no, yeah.
I'm still seeing comments come through, so.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll flip this back around. In the meantime, for those of you who haven't been following along, Anthony was doing a pure deep water culture grow. We were helping him out with some training, did the first topping that he's ever done on those plants live, which was an awesome thing for... Yeah, Anthony, I'm not sure what happened either, man. We got some weird internet going on today, but those buds definitely look big. You said something right before you got cut off that we told you we were going to grow big yields, but you said you had big yields or something like that instead. Big buds, but you have a big yield. But if you can figure out that internet, we'll get you back on. H is just doing some watering. We got 2 minutes to go till that giveaway. It might not be enough time for you to do it, but go comment your favorite feature on that post, share it to your story, and add the Indiegogo link. Banana says, should I remove leaves right throughout the grow and flower stages?
During the flowering stage, you want to remove your leaves only after the 3rd week. We recommend doing one defoliation during the flowering stage, which is after 21 to 25 days that you switched into flower. And that's because during those first 3 weeks, your plant is actually consuming a lot of phosphorus and it's putting out a lot of branches along with that nitrogen to be able to stretch. That stretch phase a lot of times doubles the height of your plant. So if you do any defoliation during a period where your plant is growing very aggressively, you actually stunt it and you prevent it from growing to the full potential that you would grow. So, so what we highly recommend is you flower your plants. If you're going to do any defoliation before then, defoliate a week before you switch to flower, because defoliation itself is a stressful activity. Wait a week, then you switch it to flower. Wait 3 weeks, between week 3 and 4, you do another defoliation, at which point you might want to do what's called a lollipop, where you remove the leaves from the bottom of the plant that are not catching any light or airflow, so that by removing them, you allow more airflow to go through the center of the plant, and you only keep those little solar panels that are all the leaves at the top catching the light. This way, you optimize your plant for growth of those heavy buds at the top. So that's what we recommend doing in terms of defoliation during the flowering stage. Last time that you're going to defoliate, if you want, is before you harvest, so that you can make it easier later, so that you don't have to do all of that trimming by hand when the plant is dry.
Awesome. We got another question from Bananas on YouTube. What's your favorite method for big yields? I would assume he's meaning training method, so low stress train, mainline, manifold, BudTrainer method. What would you say is the best for big yields?
Yeah, of course. Well, that's a great question. I think it goes for, there's a couple of answers. One is for autoflowers, what you definitely want to do is a low stress train, because topping your autoflower, which is a plant that grows very fast and flowers very fast, again, you're going to stunt it. It's like stopping a car in the middle of a highway. For that reason, doing some low stress training on an autoflower like this, for example, is great, because your plant's going to recover within a few hours, and in 12 hours, it's already going to be shooting back up again. So that's what we recommend when you're doing your autoflowers.
Can we hold the photos for just one
Yes.
second? Because it is 4:20. I want to get this draw out for those who've been
Oh, right on.
patiently
Yeah,
waiting.
perfect.
So this is a program called WASC, and it's going to determine
Awesome.
who our winner is. So this
All right,
is
guys, ready for the
completely fair.
giveaway?
So this is going to pick one of the comments from the post. If you haven't shared it to your story and you win this, you better do it before we get off this live, because I'll be
That's
picking
right.
another winner if you haven't done that quite yet.
All right, are we ready?
It says, get in your comments, please wait. Maybe I
All
could
right.
have done this a little bit earlier. While this loads, go ahead with your photo period explanation.
All right, so autoflowers, low stress training. Photo periods, we recommend doing our own BudTrainer method, which is a mix between the manifold and low stress training. What you do in the BudTrainer method is you wait until your plant grows 5 nodes. So right, this one here has 1, 2, 3. The 4th one is just growing here. So we still have to wait for this plant to grow 2 more nodes. What you're going to do is you're going to top right above the 6th node. So if this little one was a 6th node right now, my 4th one here, you would cut right above it. The quicker you remove that 6th node, the better, because you're not removing too much plant mass. Some people like to let their plants grow and then they top it and they lose this much plant. Why let the plant grow for that long if you're going to top it anyways? You want to top above the 6th node as soon as it appears. Then what you do is you remove the 1st node. These 2 single leaflet leaves here, they turn out to be very weak branches in the first place. So remove the leaves and remove those little shoots that come with those leaves as well. What you're going to be left with after that is 4 nodes with the top. On those 4 nodes, have a look at your small offshoots. If you see offshoots that have 1 big one and 1 small one, remove the small one. Leave the big one alone. Now you have 8 branches to be able to remove. You can remove as many as you'd like. However, with the BudTrainer method, you never have to remove any more than 2. What we usually end up with is a plant that has 4 nodes, about 6 branches on those nodes, or 7 or 8, at which point you're going to wait another week or 2, top it one more time, which means you're doubling now your branch mass. You can do a little defoliation, and then you switch it to flower. So, number 1, top it above the 6th node, or above the 5th node, right after the 6th appear. Number 2 is, you're going to let those branches grow. You're going to remove the small ones if there are any dwarfs. You're going to train those branches to the sides, and then you're going to top them one more time. So this is going to allow your plant to really multiply itself and get the shape of something that looks kind of like this here. This here is the BudTrainer method, exactly as I described. So if we look at the splint, it was stopped right here, okay? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes. This one had 8 good branches, so I capped all of the 8 branches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After that, we topped those branches one more time at the end of every one of them, which allowed the plant to multiply into all of these buds that it has. So this plant's about 2 weeks away from harvest. These buds are just thickening up like crazy now. And that's what happens when you do that method and you start training your branches to the sides with, you know, the bud huggers and the bud clips early on. So that is the very long answer when you ask me about plant training. You'll never get a short one. I hope that's helped. Curtis, if you want to have a look at the comments there, see what we got.
Yeah, I really wish this giveaway was working, guys. I'm gonna do it by hand after if I can't get this to go. So you've got a little bit of extra time to get in on that giveaway, but don't worry, we are men of our words, and one of you will be winning those. Stacy Smoke says you guys should start a BudTrainer school because I need to learn.
Awesome. Well, yeah, we totally should actually. Maybe we should do some dedicated Fridays where maybe for like the first 15 minutes or 20 minutes we just do a lesson. If anybody would like that, that would be something that we'd love some feedback on as well. Actually, let's show what happens here when you...
Actually, before you go into that, we had a great question about the bottoms of the cups, which we just spoke about with Jimmy. Are we able to buy just the base / bottom of the bud cups in case they break or get worn out? I don't think they're going to necessarily break or get worn out, but maybe get lost.
Yes, so they'll never break or get worn out for one. They're extremely strong. But yes, you can buy more because people are going to lose them. They're small parts, and we're going to be selling them separately. In fact, if you were to go on Indiegogo right now to support our campaign, once you select your perk, once you select how many cups you want, and you go to the next stage before you check out, you can add bottoms to your order. So you can add them in sets of 4. It's $8 for 4 of these bottoms, and you're going to be able to guarantee yourself that when you lose one, you have another one just waiting for you to replace inside of that bud cup.
Awesome.
So that's a great question.
Yes. So we had... Yes, you do. You need to clear your throat, my man. You got some pasties or something going on?
Something like that.
Yeah. Let me see here if... No, we lost our...
You want to have a look at what happens here if you overwater the bud cups?
Yeah.
So here, guys, I kind of overwatered the splint on purpose a little bit here to show you that even though it's overwatered right now, it's still about ½ an inch away from all of that water. So as you can see here, it's not even close to touching those roots. And if you were to lift this off, there's hardly any water that comes off with it. See, there's hardly any drips. Whereas if we're to use one of these red solo cups right here instead, with a couple of holes cut out, and it stays at the bottom there, all of that water goes right back up. And when you pull it up, there's all of that water that's still coming out from that bottom, right? Whereas the bud cups here, there's a lot less that gets held up and stays there. So this is the whole thing about protecting your roots, avoiding root rot. And this is the reason why the roots in these plants look so healthy from the bottom, instead of being all root bound all over the place. Kurt, yeah, we can put it back. So this is one of the main features, this triple drainage here that we call it, because the little plates are angled. That's the first stage of drainage. They have holes on the sides that let the water down into the second stage, and then third stage is being raised from the bottom so that the water never goes back up. This is going to allow your seedlings to grow way healthier than these cups, even when you cut proper holes in them, because you're never going to be able to really lift them off the ground.
The chat's getting a little distracted because we've got a celebrity in the viewers here.
All right.
Yeah, Basement Joe is in. We got Northern Scrogger in. Both guys are getting peppered with questions. Did Scrogger win?
All right, guys, welcome. Hey, why didn't
Troy, Troy or Joe, if you guys are able to, in good shape, why don't you send a request here? We'd love to have you on. In the meantime,
man, you guys are probably having so much fun in Vegas. That house that you guys are staying at, I was just like, oh, what a dream.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a request to. They might not be in good shape to come on alive. Who knows?
Yes, and
it's been 3 days. If you guys can't, that's fine. But
yes.
I am super jealous. H has been hearing me talk about Vegas all week.
I know. Maybe next year. Maybe next year we'll be there.
Yeah. Guys, I'm really upset about this this tool because I tried it once and it worked beautifully, and now it's not working at all.
Well, it's what always happens. When you most need it, it doesn't work. But like Curtis said, guys, we're going to be letting you know who the winner is via stories. We're actually, let's just make a quick post about it, Curtis, that we can take down later. Just a reel that stays on for 24 hours. And then we're going to, of course, be contacting directly the winner. And if you guys missed it or anything like that after 24 hours, you can always ask them, hey, who was the winner? And we'll just let you know via DM.
Jet Life Jeff asked, how many clips do you typically use per plant?
Great question. It depends on how long you're vegging your plant for. For example, I have some plants, one plant that we grew outdoors this year and a few plants that we grew outdoors last year. We use a lot of clips on them because they just keep growing throughout that veg cycle. However, for the BudTrainer method like we do here, actually I'll pull this plant back out again to show how many bud clips we really used on it, which weren't too many. We actually focused more on using the bud huggers on this one because we have the whole tent for it. So if you can see here, there's a couple of bud clips on the top, and then there's a few more bud clips. Let me pick it up like this, that we used where you can see these bends right here. So there was bud clip there, bud clip there. There's still 1, 2, 3 bud clips left here. There was another one there that we took it out. A few others around here. So I would say, and what we recommend that people do with the bud clips 20 pack is that it will do 2 to 4 plants. 2 plants is 10 clips per plant. 4 plants, you're getting 5 clips per plant, which is a bit less. So it's really up to you how much you're going to be training your plants. And if you're using the bud huggers with it, which is really what we recommend, you mix the two of them. The bud clips are for the branches that you can't really get to the sides of your bud pots, and then you use the bud huggers on the sides. You combine the two of them, all you're going to need is 5 clips per plant. And then a few more bud huggers, and you're set and you're good to go. If you're one of those that likes to fill up an entire tent with a plant though, and you want to almost scrub your plant with bud clips, then you could use an entire 20 pack in one plant in a 10 gallon or 15, 25 gallon bud pot inside of those big tents.
Awesome. We actually had a DM from somebody who broke a branch, broke one of the clips with their branches, which very rare, but he sent me a picture of his plant. This guy's branches off of his main stalk were the size of most of my main stalks.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know, he wouldn't tell me what he was feeding it, but that was a pretty cool thing.
On that point too, guys, and we have been asked, my plant, I left it for too long and it broke the bud clip. Now, we designed the bud clips in a way that if your branch or the bud clip has to win, we want your branches to win the battle. We don't want to break your branch and leave the clip, which costs 80 cents, instead of a bud that's going to be a full ounce of bud that you can get, right? So we're going to prioritize the branches. That's why these bud clips are slightly flexible, and if you really, really force them, they will break down the middle. Right down the middle, which is the weakest spot that we designed purposely to break on, because that way your branches can keep growing and you spend another 80 cents on a new clip. It's either that or that full ounce of weed that you're going to lose on a thick branch.
Yeah, so doesn't happen often, but there are optimal ways to use these clips, and if it's starting to get a little bit too thick, you're worried that the clip might break, there's a good chance that your branch is actually going to hold that shape at that point too.
That's right.
And it's time to move them up. So if you do use your clips properly, one pack's going to get a ton of usage, and you can move those up and down the plant.
Guys, like once your branch is a 1/4 inch thick or thicker, almost like this pepper plant right here, this part of the branch is about a 1/4 inch thick. That's how much space, it's a little bit more, but that's how much space is between the arm and the belly here of the clip. So once you look at your branches, you probably have an idea of what a 1/4 inch is, and you're like, oh yeah, that looks like a 1/4 inch. Remove the clip. It's already time for them to come off, and then your branches can grow thicker. Now the other thing too is the branches, they will grow sideways if you leave the clip on, so it's not like it never strangles the branch, but it grows better if you remove it.
We had a great question here, or statement rather, from Umbrella Trellis. I believe it's a good idea to train the main branches at the top, but it doesn't make much sense to train the lower branches. Would you agree with that? I think that was something that came up at Niagara College a bit when we were training the students, is you want to train the branches that are above the canopy level that you're trying to reach, right?
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's a great point there, Kurt. What you want to do is, once, let's say this pepper plant actually looks like it was stocked right there. When you have branches coming from the bottom, if those bottom branches are all the way up here, then yes, you want to train those bottom branches to get the same level as the top. But what we always start doing is, we start training it from the top first. So we're going to put a couple of butt clips here. Actually, this pepper plant could even use a couple of butt clips. We're going to put a little butt clip right on the main stalk there in this branch. I hope we can break it because it's a bit woody already, but there we go. And then we might put another butt clip there for the other branch. Well, this is actually a double branch. This is a...
Got a mutant pepper plant or what?
Yeah, it's a mutant pepper plant. So anyways, we have the other one here, right? So you train that. Now we get to the bottom branches. Let's say that these here were bottom branches. To your point, they're much lower than the stalk. So if you train these, you're going to get even lower, right? It's not good. You shouldn't train them. However, if these bottom branches, they're coming up higher than the very top that you just trained, at that point, you might want to put some clips on right here or use your bud huggers to tie them down and put them, when you look at it level like this, everything is at the same level.
And that's exactly it. Umbrella trellis added so that the lowers can catch up to the top branches. That is the main concept. Does anybody have a live grow that they're going that they want some help with training? Oh, we got another friend of the BudTrainer fam here, VA Smoke Maker in the house. Said he is about to go in for an early flower defoal this coming week. Awesome. We got Sean Hoy from the beautiful Elmira region.
All right, yeah.
One of the boys off work maybe. How's everybody in the YouTube chat going? We don't have many comments or questions there, but if you do have questions for H, please pop them in the chat and we'll get to them if we can. It's almost... Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, and just remind you guys, sorry about the giveaway not working. Of course, with brand new software that we're using, it worked before, it doesn't work now. So we apologize about that. We're going to follow up.
There will be a winner.
There will be a winner. We're excited for whoever's going to get these bud cups. Is it, how many bud cups are we doing?
A set.
A set of bud
four
cups.
Set, yeah.
And super excited about that. And anyhow, you're going to know who it is, and we're going to be doing another one of these giveaways next week. We're actually going to be doing one of these giveaways every week until the Bud Cups campaign closes. So if you guys come back next week, we're going to be doing another giveaway. Stay tuned. And you were going to say about questions, Kurt? Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, no worries. I don't think we have many more questions here. I have a couple plants. I would love some tips. Can I send you a pic? You can absolutely DM us if you're not... if you're not comfortable coming on to a live chat, for sure. Bud Daddy 69 ordered some Bud Cups. Thank you very much, sir.
Really
Anthony, you're still able to comment. As soon as I do the draw, that will be the deadline, but you don't really know when that happens. So if you can do that ASAP, you can get into this week's competition, but then check out for a post either this weekend or early next week for the next giveaway. I think with that, we can wrap up. It's about 20 to 5. Everybody can enjoy their weekends. The guys in Vegas, I will be watching while holding a pillow and a bong, probably crying, wishing I was in Vegas as well.
Right.
Everybody else, enjoy your weekend. We got some snow outside. Hopefully you guys don't.
Yeah.
Final thoughts, H?
No, that's it, guys. Thanks again for joining. We're super excited to always have you here on the weekends, on the Fridays, and I hope you have an amazing weekend. And until next Friday.
See ya.
All right.